Oh shit, we're starting.
Yeah, dude, we are starting now, and it's recording. How's
Yeah.
it been, bro? Since the last time we talked, which
Yeah.
was last week.
It's been going good. As you can see, I've made some new artwork
Yeah,
for photography shit. I'm gonna just swoop.
I too
Yeah.
made. I too have made new artwork. My back. Hey, dude, I wanted to start it by saying that, oh man, I feel so stupid, man. I broke my monitor, the dumbest possible way ever, too, bro.
See, you didn't tell me, and I was wondering why you weren't telling me.
I wanted to start it off with this because it's a funny but stupid story at the same time. Um, so basically, what had happened is I'm over here trying to adjust my monitor, and well, not really adjust it. I was adjusting it, and then I'm also trying to put a new light on it on my desk so that it can look a little bit more natural than the one I had originally, which was just a regular desk light.
Yeah.
And there's these clamps that you can put on the monitor. But I didn't know my monitor was gonna be a little sensitive bitch, and it broke the LCD, bro. Hella mad too.
That's so strong ass class.
Well, yeah, I don't think they were meant for monitors, but you can put it on a monitor. You know what I'm saying? Like it has the exact same dimensions and everything. But I tried to
Oh.
kind of like fit it, like do a little like a tight fit type of thing.
Yeah, so this is your fault. It's not the manufacturer's fault.
Yeah, I mean, but still, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that really all it takes? But then I
I
am in
feel
I
like
I'm in IT, bro. So I've seen shit like this happen before. So I was like, fuck. I know I'm not gonna be able to get a refund for it. And I so my younger brother likes to he likes to exchange shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like if his shit's broken, like he will not take a no for an answer. And
Uh
I was like, hey, bro, try and get a refund for this shit, dude, because it broke.
huh.
Dude, I shit you not. 5 minutes later, they were like, he came up to my room and he was like, yeah, dude, they said it was cool. They'll send you another one. I was
What the
like,
fuck?
what the fuck? He's like, yeah, but I had to do a little trick with Amazon so they can send it, so you can send it back, but it's gonna take like 2 or 3 weeks. I was like, damn, dude.
That's a long time. At least you're getting a new one.
Yeah, but it's a brand new one. You know what I mean? So I don't really
Yeah.
mind. So I was like, it's cool.
You trying to break my monitor? What's Yo, that's cool. I mean, did you try to return it before your brother did, or
Yeah, dude, I talked to Dell directly, bro, and they're like, nah, dude, you broke it, so can't really do nothing about that, and it's not covered under a warranty. I was like, what the fuck am I? Why did I get charged 30 or 40 bucks more for the insurance if you guys aren't gonna replace it? He was like,
yeah,
yeah, it's only for
it's for scams.
yeah,
To scam,
basically, bro. He was
to
just like,
scam you out of $30.
the guy was like, it's only if there was something wrong with the manufacturing of the monitor or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I was like, dude, I have
That's
it comes with an automatic two year warranty for that.
yeah.
Like, why am I paying 30 bucks more for 6 or 8 months? I think he was like,
You know what you
yeah.
should have.
I was like, whatever, man. It's just like
You know
this
what you should
shit.
have said. You should have said, "Yeah, it was a technical problem,"
That's I told him
and
that.
send it anyway.
I was like, I think it's a technical issue, man. No, no, I was like, no, I was like, I didn't think that I told him I was like I was trying to adjust it and I put my finger on the screen, and it bursted the LCD. He was like, sorry, man, that's not covered under warranty. I was like, some bullshit.
I just imagine he's like, "Damn, boy, you got strong fingers."
It's like they call me the Finger King they don't call me the Finger King for no reason. Nah, but dude, that's how my week started, or how my week was ending last week.
Damn, bro, sucks for you.
Yeah, dude. That was on Thursday though. On Friday was pretty nice. Thursday on Thursday night, I ended up going to the was it Target? Yeah, was it Thursday night or Wednesday night? Well,
Anyways, you went to Target.
yeah, I went to Target. Dude, these fucking days have all been like mixing up with each other, man. For some reason. Um,
That quarantine time zone, bro.
yeah, it sucks. I ended up going to Target with Bear. I called him up. This how cool we are, man. This is what I like about my group of friends, outside of you and well you, I guess. Um,
As your group of friends and there's
you.
other.
No, I'm joking, bro. No, but the cool thing about being with Bear or hanging out with him is that it's like I was literally like, hey, bro, what you doing? He's like, nothing. I just got home. All right, I'm gonna pick you up in 15 minutes. He's like, what the fuck? What are we doing? Don't ask, bro. We're just going out. Just don't trip. We out. And he thought we were gonna do some hooligan shit, some gangster shit. But I was like, nah, I'm not with that stuff.
We gotta go buy toilet paper. I just needed
I
backup.
was like, I basically just needed toilet paper, bro. Nah, I wanted to get some drinks, some alcohol to pass past Friday. That's a good Friday. And basically what was going on is that at work we usually have a happy hour every other Thursday with some
Yeah,
coworkers of mine. But since we're all home and can't really meet up, we ended up doing a virtual happy hour. Dude,
that's cool.
yeah, it sounds funny. Like, oh, you guys are a bunch of losers for doing it. But it's basically what we do now. You and I like just talking with each other and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's basically the same thing, but except that there's drinks going on. And I ended up buying this bottle of vodka, bro. I got so fucking drunk, dude. Like shit faced drunk, bro. Like I finished the whole bottle by myself, dog.
Oh
Like it,
shit.
it was bad, bro. It was bad. Uh, and all I remember was talking with my coworkers, and then there was a point that no, it was only us, the last three people, which is me, my boy Christian, and the guy that organizes it. Um, and dude, all I remember was talking to them, and then all of a sudden, just everything went black, bro.
Bro, how do you black out on your own in your own house? Like nobody peer pressure you to drink. It's
No,
not like they physically poured that shit. Like you could have been like, no.
I mean, yeah, but
I bet
it's
you
not
this is
as
like you
fun.
this you're like, nah, I can't take it to the nah, nah, all right, all right.
No, it's funny, dude, cause like what's it called? All the stuff that I was just drinking like crazy, bro. Like I'm talking like crazy, dude. Like,
And
but
you
at the
miss
same
going out,
time,
don't you?
yeah, I was like, dude, I ain't trying to remember tonight. Whatever. But then the next day I woke up, I was like, why is there so many messages on my phone? What the fuck? Well, not really
Oh my
messages, just like
god.
notifications and whatnot. Um, and I don't know if I sent you a message or anything.
Nah, I
No?
don't think so.
Alright,
No.
cool. But basically, I was sending snaps to some coworkers, some friends, just like of me drinking, and I was like, "Oh shit! I hope I didn't send anything stupid, like, like stupid,
Well, define stupid.
Nah, nah, nothing like that. But I'm just saying, like something stupid, like messaging somebody that I wanted to date or something, whatever.
Okay. Shooting your shot while you're drunk. I
Yeah, you know
see.
what I mean. Like, I hope I didn't do that.
that that
Did,
lick.
if you received a message on Friday, what was it? What was the date? On Friday, the third, I guess, or second. That
The
wasn't really
third.
me talking, and that was the alcohol. Nah, dude, but it was funny, bro. Like I woke up in the living room, and I was like,
Right.
"What
All
the?"
right.
I was like, "What the fuck?"
You gotta tell people the living room is you're like on the third floor.
Yeah, I'm on the third floor, and second floor is my mom and my brother, and then on the first floor is the kitchen, living room, and my roommate's room, which we will not mention in this podcast.
Yeah,
But
just keep
basically,
people out.
I was just drinking, and then I ended up waking up in the living room. But I remember I got hungry, and I went downstairs to the kitchen to grab my mom had made some dope ass fucking was it spaghetti? No, Alfredo fettuccine
Mhm.
with shrimp. Whoo, my Lord Jesus Christ. It was
Dude,
hella good, bro. And
those alcohol munchies.
dude, I think I ate like 4 or 5 plates, bro. Cause that thing was full, dude. Like the thing, la el plato, or No
plate
el
like
plato.
cazuela,
La cazuela, yeah. What's it called in English?
like the pot.
Yeah, the
The
pot. Yeah. Yeah. The pot.
okay, let's go with
Yeah,
that.
it sounds about right. Dude, that pot was full, bro. And what's it called? The next day I opened the fridge, it was gone, dude.
Damn,
So
bro, you
I
probably
think
ate.
yeah, I probably ate most of it. I probably ate most of it. Um but yeah, dude, this shit was crazy. And the other thing is that I wasn't just drinking. I was like using my pen,
Yeah.
taking a quick puff, a little puff. So that helped a lot too with the munchies, I guess.
I'm pretty sure it also helped with you ending up on the couch.
Yeah, basically.
I feel like you were like in your state, you're just like, all right, I'm gonna go get some food. Like I'm hungry. And then
Yeah, I
I
was
feel
like,
like you ate like however much you ate, and you're like, damn, going up to the third floor again.
I'm just gonna take a quick little nap right here.
Yeah. I feel like you're like that couch looking kind of comfy right now.
Nah, dude, it's the other funny part is that my mom was like, "Hey, do you remember that I asked you for a tea last night? You said you're gonna bring it up." I was like, "Nah." She's like, "Yeah, where's my tea?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Shit, you gotta ask the guy from last night.
Dude, I went over to the kitchen and I looked at we have like this little thing to heat up the water to boil it,
Yeah.
for coffee and stuff like that. But it doesn't turn off automatically. It just heats it up to a certain temperature and it'll just keep it at that temperature so that you
Okay.
can reuse, like, keep it using it. Dude, it when I when I looked inside the little thing, there was no more water and it was just like hella hot, bro. Like you can tell that it was you can tell that it was about to, like, start burning or something. But the weird thing is that I woke up hella early, bro. Like I woke up like around 5 or 6. And then I went to my room. I was like, fuck this. My neck was hella hurting. When you sleep in the sofa, it's like, fuck.
Yeah, you gotta make compromises. You're sleeping
Yeah.
like this.
So I woke up. I was like, I was still drunk when I woke up, dude. I was like, fuck. I'm just going to my room. And then I kept walking to my room. And then when I woke up again, I woke up kind of late, like around 12 or 1, I think, on Saturday. Because I didn't do shit, dude. I didn't do shit on Saturday. I didn't take naps. Like I woke up, I was like, damn, I'm hella tired. I'm gonna take a nap.
I'm tired. I'm tired from this nap. I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah, I think I need another nap. But yeah, dude, shit. Oh, today my cousin, he was. I went to my tia's house,
Yeah.
and my cousin was FaceTiming my tia. So I was like, oh, what's up, Hazel? He's like, hey, what's up, dude? How was Friday night? I was like, what you mean? He's like, yeah, man, you good? You still drunk? Or I was like, nah, it's Monday, bro.
I got some self control.
It's Monday, and it's it was not that long ago actually. It was like 3 hours ago. I was like, it's Monday, bro. He's like, yeah, bro. And then my mom's like, why? What happened? What happened? Los fucking chismes and shit.
Yeah.
And
Those
he was,
doñas and their
yeah.
chismes.
And my cousin was like, yeah, man. He was hella drunk. He sent us messages on not Facebook, on fucking
Snapchat.
Snapchat. He was like, yeah. He was telling us that he loves us, that he misses us.
Oh, you were that
Yeah.
drunk. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
different level, man. That's like, yeah, you're gone at that
That's
point.
what I'm saying. So I was like, fuck. I hope I didn't send like a dumb message to somebody, like.
I mean, you just went around showing everybody, bro. I love you. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being in my life.
So I was like, fuck. I didn't want to get in trouble. But, nothing like that happens. And I still haven't talked to my coworkers about it. So this
I
story
wonder
might
what you
change.
sent them.
Nothing, bro. I feel like I was very professional. Not at the beginning of it. It was just chill. Like, we were just chilling. I think one thing that kind of pushed me was that anytime that somebody would join, they would be
Yeah.
like, oh, what are you guys drinking? And everybody's like, oh, I'm drinking wine, some spirits, so, some mixed drinks, something easy. I was like, oh, okay. I probably shouldn't show what I'm drinking. Because I was drinking,
But
like, I was literally drinking vodka by itself with lime. That's it.
you're over here making AMFs.
Yeah. I got a full bar at my house. You
It's
guys
called
want to?
what is it? I think there's a drink where it's like tequila and vodka. Uh, bro, I just want to throw up just thinking about that.
Hey, dude, that's the best thing you can ever
Uh,
taste. Hey, but there's one funny ass video that I recorded on my phone. It's of it's not really that funny, you know, but it's kind of embarrassing. It's a video of me taking a sip of the vodka and then drinking a beer and then hitting the pen. Then I swallow the vodka and the beer and then I blow out the smoke.
bro,
So
you're going hard, man. What
that's what I'm saying, bro.
quarantine's getting to you, bro?
Dude,
You really am for like this chill like Zoom call like hangout.
I'm like, I'm tired of it, dude. You know, I'm already tired. I was like, I need to go hard so I don't remember this day. But it was pretty cool. I think we went pretty hardcore that day.
You went hardcore.
There's no we in this thing.
There's no we, bro. From this story, it seemed like your coworkers were chilling, and you just like decided
Well,
to say, "Fuck it."
I mean, dude, we stayed up. So the call started at 3, right?
Yeah,
We started that call at 3 p.m. When the last time that I remember checking my clock or my watch, it was 12.
dang, you guys went for a long time.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I was like, yo, you guys go hard, dude. Well, it was just me and at the end of everything it was just me and my coworker and then the guy that organized it.
Yeah,
So I was like, oh, okay, you know, cool peeps, you know, we good. And we usually do it. We do this every other Thursday, dude. But we don't go as hard because we have to drive home.
yeah.
And I don't condone you guys, or I don't know, I don't approve of driving drunk or anything like that. But
Of
it's
course not.
necessary sometimes to do it.
What?
I'm joking.
That's not, I don't. This is definitely not something that I approve.
No, I'm fucking
No,
with
fuck
you.
no, dude.
Nah,
No, man. Like
I don't
I'm not.
think, yeah, I don't think it's responsible to do
Okay, look, this is just a joke. This is
it.
we're not telling anybody. Please don't do it. Just call an Uber.
What's that comedian?
Like,
He was like so he's talking about drunk driving and stuff like that, and about like laws and shit like that. And he was like, I'm not saying that I've ever been caught drunk driving, but I have been eligible for one. He's like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Uh,
man. I'm not gonna lie. So, like, just to be on that, just to like let people know you're actually pretty responsible. Is like I
yeah.
remember this one time I had to pick you up because you called me. It's also a funny story, which like we might get into.
Would,
Um,
was that
but
from when you picked me and Zico,
yeah,
and at the time his girlfriend?
yeah. Can I share that
Yeah,
story?
it's
Okay.
good.
Well, anyways, just like as you just pointed it out, like you were at a bar with your brother and his girlfriend at the time, and
But you
I
need
need
to
to get
say
to
what
the
time
point.
it was though.
I don't remember like I don't remember exactly
It
what
was
time it
pretty
was.
late. It was like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah, like typical like bar time, like when it's
Yeah.
closed, everybody has to go home. I'm at home just chilling, you know, being a responsible person that I am, reading a
The
book.
fuck. Okay. Okay.
Some
What website is that?
so, some details may have been altered to protect people. But yeah, anyways, like, I get a call from you. You like you just sound hammered, but you're like, bro, can can you do me a favor? Like you're pretty responsible. You're like, yo, can you pick me up? Me and my brother, we're just way too hammered. Like we don't want to like obviously we don't want to drive or
Yep.
anything. And I was like, yeah, for sure, man. And like, of course, like I'm not gonna lie, you save money on Ubers, just hit up the
Mm-hmm.
homie. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, for sure. Like you would do this if this is the other way around.
Oh,
But I just
definitely,
remember,
dude. And I think I have actually, right?
I think so, man. I'm not gonna
Uh,
lie. Like I kind of just either call my sister or like my mom or my dad. Like I'm like, uh,
oh,
I'm
dude,
I'm that I'm
the
that person.
I remember the time that we were hella drunk and we called your sister, but your dad came instead. You remember that?
I don't actually.
Dude.
When was this?
Um.
Okay, wait. You think about that. I'm gonna finish telling the
Yeah,
story
yeah,
though,
yeah.
because this is the funny part. Like I'm only supposed. I was thinking I was just gonna drive you to your house, you and your brother to your house, because you guys lived together at the time. So I was just like, all right, cool. And I pick you up, and then you're like, bro, do me a favor. There's
Oh fuck, I remember that. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. Go
you
ahead.
do me a favor. I was like, can you're like, do me a favor, man. Can I got some friends in San Jose,
It was just like a 45-minute drive.
which is a 45-minute drive from Oakland. And I was like, for you, it was an hour and a half drive for me.
Oh yeah.
Because spoiler alert, I was a real homie, and I was like, all right, man. Yeah, you got your lady friend over there, like whatever. I'll be the homie and I'll take you. And then like I was like, all right, cool, dude. It was like 4 in the morning or something by the time we got there, because I think we dropped off like your brother Zeke, and then I don't know, like it was just like 4 or 3 in the morning, dude. And like
Yeah, I
it
remember.
was it wasn't SJ exactly. It was like further from SJ, and then it was just like confusing because it was like an extra 20 minutes on the streets. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I
We're
was
like, where
like,
the
dude,
fuck were we?
what did I sign up to? Yeah, and then you were drunk. You weren't that help. You're just like, yeah, bro, they're right here. I was like, bro, where is right here? Like this, like give me directions. You can't just tell me right here.
This when you were an Android boy, so we couldn't share chargers either.
Yeah, yeah, that was it. Yeah, I don't remember that time. Like,
Oh,
where
and that's the
comes
same
up.
time where I was like, nah, bro, you trying to take me home? You trying to take me home? Then I was getting like hella paranoid that you weren't gonna really take me. I was like, you're not taking me to SJ, bro. You're taking me back home.
Oh yeah, you're paranoid for some reason. You're like, you thought I was just about to trick you.
Well, I mean, that's yeah. I mean, when you're drunk, you're like, I mean, you're aware of what you're kind of aware, but you're really not. So it's kind
Yeah.
of like your subconscious that's doing the talking for you. So I was like, damn, bro, this dude's doing me hella wrong. He think I'm stupid.
Bro, I think you literally said, "Why are you driving around and you're just gonna take me back home?" Like you literally thought I was just driving in circles. I'm like, dude, we're on the freeway. Like we're literally like halfway there already.
Yeah, I was too
Yeah,
drunk that night.
you were expecting me to like go 20 minutes up and then like do a U-turn and come back. I was like, nah, dude, I'm like really gonna take you.
Yeah, I remember those days, the good old days, back when my liver was all good. Hey, though, but man, dude, I think we've had some pretty cool drinking nights, you and I.
Yeah.
But the time that we ended up like hella drunk, that I think we were in Alameda too, bro.
It was it. I think we went. I don't know. You should tell a story though.
I think
Yeah,
we I
because
think
I'm bad with memories, man. Like,
I think that time we were just gonna do something innocent and simple. We weren't even trying to drink. Um,
that sounds like a lot. Uh,
a lot of those times.
it sounds like a lot of those times.
Ah, fuck, I forgot.
I do remember this one time though. Like we were like, obviously we went out drinking and all that. Um, and we were close to this Mexican restaurant called La Penca, also in Alameda.
Yeah,
And we decided like, well, I was hungry, man. We were at this other bar, and like I was like, man, like
is
I'm
that
just
time
hungry,
that I
bro. I was
didn't
kind of.
remember? I didn't even pay for the drink.
Oh, I don't remember that. I always pay.
Shut the fuck up.
No,
No,
I don't
I mean we
remember.
didn't
Like,
we didn't pay because the guy like we kept on calling him and he was just like nah, it's okay. It's like nah, you're
oh,
good or some shit like that. And
our homie hooked it up.
I think yeah, that's the time that your sister came to pick us up. But I
Oh,
was still hella hungry. Remember?
yeah. No, this is so we were so let me finish it, bro.
Yeah,
Let me
go
tell
ahead.
you like the reason that I was hungry, man. Like I was like really hungry, and I was like we were at the bar, and I was like, dude, like let's just go to the Mexican restaurant. And keep in mind, this isn't just like a fast food restaurant. It's like you
I'll
go
sit down.
inside and
Yeah.
like a sit down type of restaurant. And I'm like, dude, it's closed. They don't close until like 2. Let's just go. And you're down for it, but you were also like pretty gone.
I
And
was
like
fucked up.
I was too, but I was like hungry, and I was like, man. And like we get there, and I was like, we just order our food, and for some fucking reason, bro, you order like fish, like not just like salmon or anything. You order like this stanky ass, like it smells like fish, bro. And like the food got there, your dish just completely ruined my appetite, bro. I had the whole burrito was there. Like as soon as the smell from your plate hit me, I was like, I'm not even hungry anymore. Like if I take a bite, I'm about to yak it just because like my stomach is churning from like the smell, man,
Some
and the
good ass
alcohol. I
fish.
was like, nah, man.
Hey, you know what's funny though? You know what's funny about ordering that type of fucking dish? It has hella espinas.
Yeah. You like literally over here about to choke on
Yeah.
the bone.
So I kept like trying to pick for it, but
You're
yeah,
over here
you
doing
could.
this.
You're already hella fucked up, so you're just picking and picking, and by the time that you're like hella hungry, you're just like, man, fuck this. I'm gonna eat a whole piece. If I choke, I choke. Fuck it.
Yo, the funniest thing though is like, I was just like, I was in my pose. I was like, dude, like you're fucking like I was just trying to cover my nose and like I was just like, I'm not. I don't even want to get up right now or anything because I'm just paralyzed from the fucking scent. And the funniest thing is, bro, like I asked for the check. I call like my sister to come pick us up, which my dad ends up coming.
Yeah,
But I call my sister to come pick us up. And like the check gets there, I pay for it or whatever, we pay for it.
yeah,
And then I'm just like I tell you, I was like, bro, because I had to get out of there. I was like, all right, bro, look, I'm gonna wait for you outside. And you're just like,
yeah.
okay.
It's that night, bro.
You're just like, okay. And I go outside and like my dad is I see my dad there and I'm just like, that's kind of embarrassing. I was like, hey, whatever. And then my sister was there and I was like, all right, I get in the car and I was like, hold on, we gotta wait for Emmanuel. And like we wait for like a couple minutes, like 5 minutes, like not too long. And he didn't come out. I was like, bro, I was way too drunk to go back inside. I told my sister, I was like, can you go check up on Emmanuel? But she was like, yeah.
No.
She was, she was like, she goes inside and then like she tells me, it's like, yeah, I just found him on the table, just like with his head down,
Dude,
just like almost passed down.
I was
I was like, I was
fucked.
like, oh shit, my bad.
Not, but all right. So this night, and now that you bring up these details, I remember, and it's that night that I was talking about that your dad came to pick us up. I think we were in Berkeley, no, Emerville. Remember, we were gonna go watch a movie, and then we ended up going to the little market area, like down the block or so,
Oh yeah,
next to the Guitar Center.
yeah.
And then we
Remember?
ended up going to that Peruvian spot first, and we were like, at least I heard the drinks here are good, and we tried to drink, and then we went around. There's like a little wine bar, and we kept on drinking wine, and they were like, let's go to Berkeley. We ended up going to Papi's, the little bar next to the college,
Yeah.
and then we went down to the dance floor,
Oh, I remember this.
and then that's when we met. It's
We met two of your friends,
yeah,
or
we
like
met
one
to
friend, and she had
a
a friend
friend.
of a friend.
Yeah. So we were there, and then we went to the other bar, across the street from there on the terrace on the top floor.
I think it's called Kips.
Kips, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And we were there for a cool minute, and then we ended up going. We were like, hey, dude, let's take an Uber, cause you were driving. I think you drove your car there.
Oh yeah, my sister goes to UC Berkeley, so we took my sister's car at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I was just like, I'm gonna just leave her the keys or whatever. And so I just called her. She like lives 2 blocks away. She came to pick up the car, and I was like, it's her car anyways. So I was like, it's whatever. So I like because we were at that time we were already drinking. I was just like, yeah, fuck it, it's responsible. I don't want to like leave it here. It was in the parking garage. I just didn't want to get a ticket. It was just easier to drop it off or like have my
Yeah.
sister come pick it up.
And we ended up going from there. We left that spot like around 12 or so, and then we ended up going to La Penca Azul, and then we kept on drinking there for a bit. And then we went to order something, and then the whole story comes back to
To
your
you
sister,
and us like
yeah,
just
trying to get me to go to the car, and then dude, I think that was one of the safest nights I've had in my life. To be honest,
really
yeah. Like I mean, well, safe
it, it,
as in like I knew I was with good people, you know. Cause your
yeah
dad,
bro.
your dad always looks at me like I'm a fucking disappointment for some reason. And then that night just made it even worse. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, to
but
be
he,
fair though, like I don't think it's I don't know, we yeah, whatever. We just make bad.
they just leave it as that.
Let's not
um,
go into detail about it.
yeah. Like I feel like with you and I, like I feel like out of uh out of you and me, I don't think I'm the worst. You know what I'm saying?
What? I mean, let's say I've gotten in trouble for more stuff, but
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like I feel like I haven't
We can
been
leave that story for like a future
a future, yeah,
future
future thing.
future
Well,
podcast.
we need to
As
sign
soon
off some papers and make it a
as soon
legal thing, so I don't get in trouble
as
by
we
you.
hit 1 million subscribers, boom, story coming out.
Good luck. I'm gonna take note of that.
Bet.
Nah, but yeah, man. I feel like I don't feel like I'm that bad of a person. You know, I think the times
Yeah,
are.
dude. Let me tell you something else that I just remembered about that night out. So it was just you and me, right?
Mm,
Let's just say we don't our enjoyment doesn't come from like getting at girls or whatever. We
yeah,
just get like we just have a good time, like just bros, like get drunk and we just like fuck around, like you just like have
yeah,
like stupid conversations and we just joke around. Sometimes that involves other people or and like I know like whenever we hang out and then we're just joking around, like other people see that we have a good time and they're just like they just gravitate towards
yeah.
us and they're
Towards that
like
energy, dude.
yeah. And anyways, I just remember at this time like I was kind of grimy like in terms of
Beard and
my
shit.
grooming. Yeah, I had like a long neck beard type of thing. And then I had like long hair, my mustache was like overgrown. Cause it was just bro time. Like I wasn't going out there to like go and try to like meet girls or
Fuck some
whatever.
bitches.
Yeah, and just I just remember like I was drunk and I was just like I kind of feel like dancing.
Oh,
and and like I just remember trying to like I was just super casual about it. Like I wasn't like trying to spit game or anything. I was just like, man, I just want to dance with somebody. Like it's kind of weird to dance by yourself.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. As a guy, I just feel weird dancing by myself. And I was just like, yeah. And I just remember like trying to talk to this group of girls. They just looked at me like I was the worst fucking like just scumbag. I was just like, I was like, all right, like I'm kind of over this now.
You're like, hey, little mama, let me whisper, let me whisper in your ear.
No, it was like a group of like the best way I could describe them. It was like it was a group. By the way, we were at this bar that's ghetto. It's like
It's
it's not. It
poppies, right?
doesn't even. Yeah,
That's
it
when
didn't
we got
even.
poppies. Yeah.
Yeah, it just it just doesn't qualify quite as a bar. It's a bar with like music, like and then like a dance floor.
It's something,
Dance
bro.
floor.
It's some. It's a cool spot because it's cheap beer and
Dude,
drinks.
it is not cheap. Fuck no, it is not cheap, man. They charged me so much for a Jameson and Coke. I was
For real?
like, dude, yeah, man. Like, there's another bar that
I
was
guess
called
I was too
Havana's.
drunk then.
Yeah, dude. You know, when I get drunk, I'm like little Dicky about the finances.
Oh shit! That's why we ended up in Alameda because of
Yeah,
Cabanas.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Did we?
that's yeah. Cause remember I was like, hey, dude, I know one of the managers there, so I sometimes get either discounted drinks or free
Oh yeah,
drinks.
we're trying to be on the budget. We're
Yeah,
trying to get the hookup and stuff. Yeah, man.
but
I just remember like them just like being like the best way I could describe them as a type of girl is like they look like they listen to Bad Bunny 24/7, and like you know like
yeah. She,
the straight up like
they were on that. You can't gentrify me, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of
yeah
here.
or whatever. Like I was just like.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And like it was just like I was like whatever. That's the best thing to describe them. But I remember talking or that same night. I remember this is the stupidest conversation that I had that night with somebody else. She just happened to be a female, but it's because
Hmm.
she was like I was just trying to chop it up with some people. I just remember like um at the time I was like really trying to I kind of still am, but I was trying to learn how to craft grills like gold grills.
Oh
Uh
yeah.
which is kind of hard, man. Well, not hard, bro, but it's just not like a. It's one of those secrets that like people don't talk
This
about,
food.
like in terms of
I bet
jewel.
you were like, "Hey, can you bite into this? I'm trying to get a graph of your teeth real quick."
No, so like I ended up talking to this girl or whatever, and like she ended up being a dentist,
Oh
like she or
shit!
like
Yeah.
studying to be a dentist. And I was like, oh, cool. I have like I was wondering like, so like how do you like make the imprints and all that? Because like I'm trying to learn how to make grills and learning how to make good imprints or like who I can like send like go to do that would be cool.
Hmm.
And then she goes off on me. She's like, oh, grills, those things are so bad for your teeth. Like they just fuck up your gums and like they just like mess up everything. And I was like, okay. And bro, she's like smoking a cigarette at the same time. I'm just like the irony in this. I was just like, huh. Like you as a dentist or a dentist student are
Smoking
telling
cigarettes.
me about fucked up gums and all this as you're smoking a cigarette. I was like, yeah, there goes. I'm drunk, but I'm not that drunk to like no.
You're like, you know what? This conversation's over.
Yeah, I was just like, man, I was like, dude, like you just completely like devalued everything. Like,
You know what's funny? I have a story, like a similar thing that happened to me, but it wasn't with a girl. It was with a. So, in my family in Mexico, or my family that's in Mexico, I have an uncle who's a. Well, he's not really my uncle, but he's a family friend that we call him an uncle. Pues
yeah,
you know how we are,
yeah,
and he's a dentist out there. And for my birthday, dude, it's hella long ago. I think it's like 11th or 12th birthday. My whole family came from Mexico, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm a dentist and stuff like that." And you know when you take that health class, that they're like, "Oh, you need to brush your teeth. This is what happens when you smoke cigarettes, and you know what's bad for your teeth,
yeah.
sugar, and all that shit." And this dude likes to smoke about half a box daily, you know, so
Holy
or
shit!
something
Like
like that. This
chain
guy,
smoking.
this boy was smoked, dude, like crazy. There wasn't a moment. I don't have a memory of that guy without a cigarette in his hand, bro. Just smoking it away.
Chiefing it.
Um, and you know, being little and shit, like you have no filter sometimes.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a dentist. Whenever you guys go to Mexico, if you guys ever do, you guys should stop by my dentist office and free service or discounted service and whatever." I was like, I ended up telling my mom's like, hell no, this guy smokes. His teeth are gonna rot away. And he was like next to us, and the guy was like, huh. It's like, I'll just try not to smoke in front of the kids anymore.
Bro, maybe instead of not smoking for the kids, just don't smoke.
Burn, dude. Got him.
Hey man, these kids be having no filter sometime, bro.
Hey, dude, it's funny as fuck sometimes, bro.
I,
I think it's hilarious.
it's- I just, to be honest, man, like, I don't know how to handle kids like that, man. I'm like, it's like, dude, like, to be honest, like, I would talk back, but I'm like, dude, you're a kid. I don't want to like emotionally scar you.
I just tell him, have you ever felt a backhand? What? Pass.
Oh my god.
I was talking to my cousins, bro, about kids, bro. I'm always telling them I'm a badass. I would be a badass fucking father, or a big brother type of thing, influence on kids. Cause I give no fucks, bro. You know what I mean? uh, I just be like, hey, tell
Yeah,
me
but
tell me how this feels.
yeah, now we see how Danny became the way he did.
Yeah. But yeah, another drunk story. Yeah.
Yeah, man. What did you like?
Hey, let's talk
There's
about
a
San
few
Jose. Let's talk about San Jose. The first time I went out there to hang out with you.
back in college.
Yeah, in college.
Oh man, we got. Let's just say like we didn't like to drink a lot.
Yeah, let's say we were never drinkers at that time.
Yeah.
Um, but I'll start it off because I was actually so I think it was a Thursday or so,
Yeah.
and
Well,
this
so I invited you out there because like I'm not gonna lie, it was my first year of college.
hmm
I was like, man, I'm not enjoying it. Like I'm just like I wasn't really like making friends or anything like that. Like it just wasn't the experience for me.
yeah.
And I was just like, I hit up my homie Pollo. I was like, bruh, slide through. Like I'm feeling a little bit lonely, bro. Let's just have some fun, man. I have a connection with a lot
With a
of
lot of weed.
with a lot of weed. And yeah, you can tell the rest.
Yeah, so I was actually working with my dad at that time. This is before everything like went south quick. You know what I'm saying? My dad
Yeah.
was still seeing us. He was still doing his thing, working and shit like that. And I was actually, dude, it's funny as hell, dude, because at that time, how old was I? Like 17, 18? 18,
We're
right?
18.
18, yeah.
For legal reasons, we're 18.
No, we were actually 18 because we had graduated high school. You're in college.
Yeah, I was actually 18.
I think it
Technically.
was like 18 or 19 or so, something like that. And this before I even joined the year up thing.
You're still pretty young.
Yeah.
Like still like really young.
And I actually do not approve of kids doing marijuana, man. At least not until you're 18 or 19. Once you,
21. 21.
I mean, yeah, but you
Dude,
you
we're like
you
we can't tell them like don't take our advice, but you have to
Yeah,
turn
don't take our
21.
advice. Don't do what
You
we
have
do.
to be
Just let's
21.
just say that. uh,
Like let's just say that I feel like everybody or not like a majority of people had a sip of beer before they were 21.
I've
Doesn't
had
mean
way
like you
more than
got
7 beers.
hammered. Okay, like we don't have to go into detail, but like
Everybody has had at least a bottle of alcohol before they turn 21. At least.
yeah, I feel like that's pretty accurate. And that's like not to say we condone it or anything. Like we like honestly, dude, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I turned 21, I kind of didn't even drink. I was just like,
Yeah, same here, dude. I stopped drinking. Well, no, I can't really say that, but I stopped going as hard as I used to when I turned 21.
because like you're like, oh, this
It's
could
not
be
fun
kind of
anymore.
bad. Yeah,
You get
I
over it.
said,
You get over it. You get over it.
yeah.
So
Anyway, so like it's just wait if you can. If not, like whatever.
do your
But
thing,
yeah.
baby girl, baby boy. Do your thing. Now, so I was working at the time, and it's funny because my dad was the owner of his own company, and he used to employ us a little bit so that, well, he would employ us so that we can either help out a little bit or kind of learn the family business,
Yeah.
which is no longer a business anymore. It's all gone to hell.
For now, I mean, you
For
can
now,
still
yeah.
take it.
But I was working with him, and he's always like, "Hey, I'll be right back. You be the manager here. You manage these dudes." I'm like, "Yo, you telling me a 18-year-old to take care of?" At the time, my dad used to employ from Walgreens and Home Depot.
Some good workers. Some
Some
good
good
workers.
good as hey dude, to be honest, hard ass workers, bro. I'm telling you, like,
Yeah, man.
so we had to build a trench around the house because we were working with the plumbing and stuff.
Mhm.
Well, my dad was a general contractor, so that's the family business. And dude, like, we had this one dude. Um, let's just say this one dude, he was helping us out, with digging the trench, right? This guy sucked. He took 3 hours to do nothing, bro. He was like lining, like making the lines, kind of taking his time to check what's going to be like the area that they need to dig, and he was marking hella shit, like trying to do it hella professional and stuff. And we're like, bro, what the hell are you doing? He's like, oh, think I've done a lot of progress already, man. Like I already have everything lined up, ready to go. I'm like, dude, we started at 6. It's already 9. We're supposed to finish at least have a trench dig by like 12. He's like, no, 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 man. I think we'll be done actually like around 1 or 2. I'm like, nah, bro. It's cool, man. Here's your 3 hours of work. Be
You
gone.
literally fire somebody.
I was like, be gone, bro. I'm gonna go find someone else to come and do the rest. He's like, oh, but we agreed on 8 hours. I'm like, nah, dude, it's too slow, man, and we need to get this job done. So, my dad was like, I called my dad. I was like, hey, pa, vaya y se agarra unos de acá de la Home Depot, de la Target, algo así, o de la Walgreens, y tráigaselos. I was like, just gonna get some workers and bring them quick. And he ended up doing that, bro. Dude, we had to go 6 feet deep, and I think it was like 150 feet long.
Yeah.
Dude, these guys did it in
Damn,
2 hours,
bro.
bro. 2 hours.
150 feet long. Hey, dude, 6 feet thick, dude. How
That's a
tall are you?
Well, it's actually not 6. The one of the areas is 6 feet because he has a little trae un tanque,
Yeah. Oh, so
where all the waste goes into. The rest it has to be 4 feet deep, 3 to 4 feet deep, just so that we can run the pipes, and it has to be in on a slope. So
still, bro, that's a lot of digging, man.
yeah, and these
I think
dude,
I think I buried my dog like 3 feet deep.
dude, these guys,
That's
bro, for real, man, like these guys, tiny motherfuckers, dude, tiny, like probably like
5'5".
5'4", 5'3", bro, like tiny, dude, like fun size, you know what I mean? like like Oompa Loompa size, bro. And they went quick, bro. Like they finished everything. I was like, oh, we're gonna pay them 100 each. But my dad was like, hell no, amigo, that's a lot of work they did. Just give them 200 each. Dude, them motherfuckers are so happy that my dad was happy with their work, and they were so happy that they got paid that much there, my dad was like, "Yeah, just come back tomorrow, and I will give you 150 for the whole day." Mind you, they were only there for like 3 or 4 hours, and then
Dang.
so my dad gave him, some good money, and then they started coming back to work. Like they came to work with us again,
Yeah.
and by the time we finished, um, dude, like I think they did most of the work. To be honest, man. I was just there, like kind of supervising, making sure everything is done correctly.
You
Um,
just wipe your fingers, see some dust, just.
yeah, this is not up to par, man. You need to sanitize the station real quick.
Hey man, honestly, shout out to immigrant workers, dude.
Yeah,
Like all
definitely,
they
bro.
wanted to do is just come over here and make a
Some
living for
cash, some money.
themselves. Yeah, especially the farm workers right now, dude. They're like still out there in the fields. And like they're the thing is like, dude, like I feel like we just take advantage or like America in general takes advantage of immigrant
It's
workers and sees them
capitalism, dude.
as cheap labor. Yeah, man. You know,
Yeah,
I honestly
yeah, but I mean, it was some good work, and we ended up finishing in like in 2 months or so. But back to the story. So I was supervising, and then I was like, "Hey, Dad, is it cool if I go to my friend's house? To my friend's house, to my friend's college. We're gonna hang out and get a feel of what college life is. Cause at that time, um, I was living with my mom, and my mom didn't have any money, but my dad had most of the money at that time.
did.
And he was giving us like checks to pay the rent, but uh, you know what happened, and we got kicked out and whatever. So um, what's it called? I asked him. I said, "Hey, can I get paid for the time I was working?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah, here's a check." Uh, again, without funds. So
Yeah.
he ended up giving me a check. I think it was like $800 or six hundred or $800, and I had that money in my bank account, and then that's why I was like, yeah, let's do this and that, like and I get to your place, fresh out of work, bro, like straight out of the out of construction with my dad,
Yeah.
and
I remember you showed up in that work truck too,
yeah,
like a legit work truck.
and what's it called? I was like, hey, bro, let me shower real quick, and then we'll start the festivities. Dude, I've never in my life, bro, been so fucking high, like high as that night, bro, as that evening. Like I remember we went walking to the we were just walking around and smoking, dude, and we ended up in the park.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Sketchy as fuck too, dude.
Dude, I have to tell you about that. That was sketchy, man. I'm not gonna lie. San Jose looks like a nice place. Let me
Hell
tell you,
no,
man.
it's
It's,
sketchy as fuck.
it's sketchy, man. I'm not gonna lie. Me being from Oakland, I was more scared to be in San Jose walking than I would be in Oakland.
Well, it's because Oakland, like you have sections, that's so like where it's not okay to be at certain hours and where it is.
Yeah.
But I think like college towns or college areas, uh, everywhere is kind of sketchy, bro, because you never know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Yeah, because I feel like it's just easier prey in that area, for people who want to take advantage of college
Yeah,
students. But yeah, man, I think we were just like some little stoners, bro.
yeah, we were just walking
That's
around
just,
and minding our own business, dude. That shit was fun,
yeah.
bro.
I remember. So I think we ended up in this one park that was pretty close. What I used to do a lot, because I really hated college, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, I did not enjoy it at all one bit. There's
College
nothing
is
about the experience that I was like, yeah, I look forward to it.
college
Um,
seems fun to me though. Probably because I never been in it. You know what I mean?
yeah, I think man, I'm sorry, my dog is going crazy in the
I saw
background. I don't
good.
know if you can hear that.
We'll let him out. We'll edit him out.
Actually, yeah, I think we should pause this right now because she's going crazy.
It's all good, man.
Uh, okay.
We don't stop for nothing, bro.
Yeah, all right. What was I with this?
Scream at
Yeah.
her.
So what I was doing, what I would be doing most of the days, dude, would just be on my longboard, like literally
Yeah,
just
I remember that shit.
just riding around the neighborhood, like chiefing. That was just it, bro.
Dude,
Like
I'm surprised.
I didn't have that much ambition in college, like in terms of like, yeah, like
Yeah,
college is my future. I see all this. I was like, whatever, it's college, dude. Like. we're stuck here for 4 years, and that's how I felt. I felt stuck. So like naturally, I just did everything besides college work, which involved a lot of chiefing, and that's how I felt like I identified as a pretty heavy stoner. Which I mean, now I realize there's a lot more going on besides just I just like to smoke. There's a lot more behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Anyways, though, there's this park that we went to, and this is what I kind of like. I hate. I don't really like smoking outside or like that. This is what gave me kind of paranoid issues. I was out with this guy. Let's say I don't like he was a friend at the time. Stuff happened. I don't consider him a friend, but he was a friend at the time. And this dude was so like I cannot trust this dude.
Short dude.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just did. I after like what happened, I should have said like Brad this sign and been like, yeah, I can't trust this dude. We were at this park just chiefing. It's like a pretty nice park. Like it's just a quiet park. It's just all grass, like a
Mhm.
couple of picnic tables. And we would go there every now and then to go smoke. I don't like smoking outside. This one time I just remember telling him it's like I had my back towards the street and like the front of me was just like a wall of leaves or whatever. And he's sitting across from me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all right, man, like I'm gonna just like do my thing and just like pre-roll of our our joints and all that. And I was just like, yeah, man, just just watch out for cops. That's all you gotta do. Just watch out for cops. Just like let me know.
And
And he was like, yeah, yeah,
it
man.
is before everything was legal too. So.
Yeah, so this is like it was like on like 2 or 3 years before,
Mhm.
but like I think everybody knew it was gonna be legal. People had cards, whatever, but yeah. One of the things is just like I was telling him, yeah. So I roll up whatever we smoke, like the two joints, and I was just like, I still got some more, man. Like I'm gonna just roll it up, and he was like, yeah, yeah, whatever. I was like, all right, man, watch my back while I do this, and then I'm doing it, bro, and then like I just like I get this weird feeling like somebody's watching us. And I look up at him and he's just looking at his phone, just like texting away. I don't think he's been ever like watching out.
Yeah.
But like I've never turned my back until like right now. From when we sat down until like this moment, I didn't turn my back at all. I just trusted him. And then I was like, I just get this like feeling like somebody's watching us, bro. I turn around and I see a cop car like 20 feet from us on the grass inside the park, not on the street. This dude creeped up
In a car, bro.
like in the car
Oh
and
my god.
in the Ford Victoria all the way up to us, like 20 feet away. I just turn around. I'm just like, bro, I literally told you one thing. Just watch out. I I don't know how or why, but this cop was like, he was chill. He didn't do anything. He just like,
Mhm.
like he knew what we were doing, but like he just like stayed in his car and like we were just like, all right. I just put everything away and I'm just like, hey man, let's just walk now. And like, yeah, I should have known from that moment, like this dude, I can't trust this guy.
Hey man, there's no better lookout than this guy right here.
Yeah, and then I think like when you came over, we just did nothing but like
But smoke, bro.
eat burritos and like yeah, chill.
Oh yeah, dude. That's when we finished the whole ass uh
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Yeah.
Burritozilla, burritozilla.
Burritozilla. Yeah.
Uh,
That
so
thing
and
is so a Burritozilla. If you've never heard of it, there's a restaurant called Iguanas in San
San
Jose.
Jose is
That shit,
literally like a
it's
block away from campus.
yeah, dude. The gorillas, fuck, the
Burritozillas.
Burritozilla is literally the size of your fucking arm. Like
It's the size of a small bit not a small, like a
it's a
baby,
five
dude.
pound baby, dude. It's basically
Yeah,
what it is. It's a 5 pound burrito,
yeah.
dude. That thing was smacking, bro. They'd be putting fries in it and whatever choice of meat you have, and then that
Yeah.
salsa that's hella spicy that they have.
That
Fuck.
thing's like a mango habanero.
Yeah, dude. This
That's
is a
good, man.
good spot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one of those places that like it was definitely a stoner food territory, man.
For real, dude.
Like I really got fat in college. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like freshman 15 became like freshman 30, man. And this is like
Well, that's also because you get free breakfast and shit like that. Remember, like
yeah, the that I hated the dining hall, bro.
for real,
They're yeah, I didn't like it.
I used
I'm
to
not
love
gonna
it.
lie, I ate a lot though. I ate a lot.
I loved it, dude.
I
I
just
think I've only been to the little dining hall like 3 times.
I think I took you. Did I take you one time? I don't think I took you.
Yeah, we went there twice. No,
I
once,
don't,
once,
I
because
don't remember.
you're like, nah, dude, I only get it. I only have enough like tickets for other people or something like that.
Yeah, I think and the way it works, it was like you get a certain amount
For like
per.
guests, right?
No, I think just for like anybody,
Uh
but
huh.
like it takes it out of your total for the semester. So I needed that to survive, bro.
Oh, right, right, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I went
But
once
yeah,
with you.
I didn't like it. The only thing that was kind of popping in there was that they had Jamba Juice, but
Right,
that was it. Anything else? They had pizza or like sandwiches.
but
I
it's
don't
all
know,
that
man.
cafeteria food,
I
huh?
what I got fat off of was that there's this Jack in the Box. Like also, it was like right by Iguanas. It's just like around the corner.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about too.
And dude, like they had this munchie meal. They don't have it anymore. This specific burger on the munchie meal, but it's
Okay.
kind of like it was like a jalapeno cheese burger,
Oh,
bro.
the it's called the jalapeno.
The jalapeno, yo, it was
I
so good, man.
remember that.
Like that was like munchies right there, man. I remember like a lot of people didn't like. For some reason, I met a lot of people in college that were like, "Nah, I've never been to Jack in the Box." I was like,
The
"Oh,
fuck?
let me tell you,
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Jack in the Box?
Jack in the Box." And yeah, man, dude, I got chubby, bro. I put on some pounds, bro.
I think I've putting out putting I've been putting up more pounds now than when I was like younger.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Once I started the program,
What's the fattest you've been, bro? Like, be honest.
fuck.
I'll tell you the fattest I've been.
I'm 230 right now.
Yeah.
Sadly to say. But the fattest I've been, and this is when I was at Zynga, 255.
Oof. Damn, bro. Hey, so you lost weight though.
Well, it was the time that we were going to the gym.
Yeah.
That's when I started losing a little bit. But I
Oh, I
mean,
remember, bro.
but
Hey, you.
it's not enough to say that. Oh fuck, I look fit as fuck now. But it's
Yeah.
enough to like say that yeah, going to the gym does help a lot.
Yeah. Bro, I tell people like you just you like you don't have to go to the gym that hard. Like you literally just have to go around and move, and then
Yeah, and that's
most
the
of it.
reason why I've been putting up so much pounds, bro. Because when I was at Zynga, they have a thing called the Zynga 15 or Zynga 25 or Zynga 20, whatever you want to call it. And it's basically the same thing as the freshman 15 that you were talking about.
Yeah.
You put up 15 pounds. Dude, we used to have gourmet chefs, like Michelin star chefs, cook for us.
No, no fucking wonder.
They would cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner, dude.
Ooh.
So we had like I think the fanciest shit I've had was oxtail soup. Hella good, dude. Oh my god, bro. Have you never had that before? Hella
That
good.
sounds exotic, man. For like how many
Um,
employees? Like,
at that time it was like a thousand employees.
so they have to feed like roughly a thousand.
About yeah, yeah.
Jesus,
And
it's fancy ass food
dude,
for 1,000 people.
every Friday we would have happy hours, and then when the company started, getting worse, it was every other Friday. But dude, every
Oh,
Friday,
boo
dude,
hoo.
sadly, dude, I remember when hella people started quitting because they knew that something was happening once they started saying, "Oh, if you want a warm dinner, you have to RSVP for it instead of just showing up. If your name is not on the list, you'll just get a sandwich." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Jesus, bro. From Michelin stars to like
Hey, I mean, there's
fucking
still Michelin
local
star
meals.
sandwiches, but you know, it's not as good as a fucking
Man, this is
something
why
warm.
this is why some big companies feel y'all be spending money on stupid shit. Like, yeah, keep your employees happy, but come on, bro. Like, be honest.
Nah, dude.
It,
I think that the reason why the food was the most important thing and is always gonna be like this with bigger companies is so that people can stay in longer in the office.
oh, I never thought of it
Yeah,
like that, though.
that's why they have dinners, dude. If it so they started making count like when I was at a what's it called at Smule, the first company I worked at,
Yeah.
uh we didn't have lunch every day because a lot of people weren't in the office every day. There's like
Hmm.
specific days where people would be in the office, like completely everyone in the office. And so we would have lunch every other day. And then on Thursdays, um there was always like a good 6 or 8 people. So on Thursdays is the day that we would get like fucking the bomb, the best of the best food, bro. Because they would cater in from different restaurants,
Ooh,
and if somebody had like a craving on Thursday, they would like, um, they would say they would email the person that was taking care of that on Wednesday or Tuesday, like, hey, we want to have this on Thursday so you can eat, and they would go out and order it on Thursday. It's pretty cool,
shoot. That's cool, man.
dude.
So
So you can see why I was gaining all that weight, right?
yeah, hey man, I saw some pictures. You're pretty skinny back then,
Dude,
but yeah,
pretty skinny, dude. I was fit, bro. Like I never played sports or anything like that,
yeah.
but I like being active. Like I used to like just
You would go
doing
paintballing
shits.
a lot. I
Yeah, I would
remember
go
that.
paintballing. I would do I would swim a lot.
I remember you guys had a trampoline in your backyard. I was fucking
Yeah, we
jealous.
used
I
to
was
do
like, this one.
trampoline. Like, dude,
Bro, I would be out of breath, and you guys would be steady jumping.
yeah, dude, it's crazy because middle school and all that time, all those times, I was a skinny one.
Yeah, I was
Remember?
fat.
You're the
Yeah.
chubby dude. I remember your first haircut. uh,
Dude, I think
I was not
forever
your first haircut, but you know what I mean.
my first when I had a bowl cut.
Yeah.
So it's not really, I don't know why, dude, but like even now, like I can go a lot, like I just let my hair grow out and like not give a fuck about what people think or whatever. Like I don't care. It's hair. The way I see it, it's hair. It grows back. I'm still young. I still have it. So like I don't care if it's long or whatever. It's what's on the inside that matters. Let's just say
Shut the fuck.
I was a more of a personality type of guy. Oh, like no girls wanted me for the looks. Let's just say that. So like I had like this like Justin Bieber type haircut, but yeah, like you were always the more
I was always the cool
skinnier
guy.
one.
I was the cool dude.
Yeah, yeah, and then dude, I don't think we haven't told the story of how we met. Like we're getting off track, but
No,
like
no,
let's
let's bring that one up, dude. Because that's, to be honest, I feel like that's like one of the funniest fucking times that, or moments ever, dude, ever. Like,
how
so
we
there's this
met.
one girl
I wait. I kind of want to just to get like back on
on the weed thing,
the
right?
damn, bro. We I think we branched off like three fucking different
Yeah,
times.
but it's all good. It's just
Okay,
memories, bro.
let's wrap up. I think we're done with the weed thing. We didn't do much. You just
Yeah,
came
we just
over.
got high and we were just using longboards. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
Well, I
and
was using a skateboard. You were using a longboard. I almost ate shit, but I never did, which was surprising.
yeah,
Um,
and
due
yeah,
to the state that we were in. Yeah.
we had a lot of weed. Yeah. Let's see. And then the second thing I want to wrap up, or like I want to at least end on, is so you were like gaining all this weight from working at these tech companies.
Yeah.
And then that's when you got up to like 250 or 255.
Yeah, dude. I got hella fat, dude. Like I'm
And
talking about like this
then
shit was like bad, dude. Like oof.
and I hate the worst thing about getting fat, man, is the clothes don't fit you anymore,
Dude, I'm still struggling with that right now, bro.
man.
Like
And
it sucks cuz it's never, for me at least, it's never been like a certain size. I'm
yeah,
always like fluctuating,
yeah,
and I throw away clothes and then I'm like, fuck, I should have kept them for times like
yeah.
this.
That's like one of the things that suck about weight gaining. So like the heaviest I got was 245, bro. Like
Yeah.
I was chubby, bro, and like I didn't realize it until now, but it was because I was in a pretty toxic relationship and I was like internalizing a lot of shit. So I would just eat like my feelings
Yeah.
or like I would just eat like a lot of shit. And so I got fucking chubby and
When was
lazy.
this?
This was my last relationship. This was
Middle school, high school,
no,
grad?
this was high school. I think
Okay, so it's recently then.
I graduated out of high school. Um I think it was after my college thing. So it was like after college, I was gaining weight, freshman 15, and then like I just gained like a whole bunch of weight. I
So
was going
is
through a lot,
so it was that
whatever.
recently thing, the recent thing.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay.
and I just put on like I was like 255 or two no
Two
245, my
45.
bad.
Yeah.
And I have this picture. I don't know if I have it with me anymore, but it's just like I went to the beach
The fuck.
and we went like I was with the friends or whatever. We went to this lake. My bad, not a beach, a lake,
Yeah.
and then, like dude, you could just see I was just fat, man. And then from there I did actually like discovered the keto diet before like this whole like craze came up.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that seems like a cool diet. Like that seems like I could do it. Cause with me, like I gain weight and then like I lose weight, gain weight. Like I learned to be like, okay, like I go through phases where like I'm gonna get fat or like I'm gonna get skinny and I'm gonna get fit or whatever. Cause going back to like when we were kids, I was always that chubby guy. And it wasn't until like eighth grade where I started to like really valuing working out, and that's when I was like I felt good about myself, and that's when I was like, dude, I like working out, and that's when I became like super skinny. I think I was like 160 or something, and at this point, you were chubbier than me.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
like I was super fit, like I've never been able like I remember buying size 32 pants, dude. I was always like a size 36, 38, and like I
Dude,
just
that's where
remember
I'm at
buying
right now,
size
bro.
32. I do. I remember going to the store and like being like, oh, okay, maybe like trying on my normal size, like a 36. Bro, the pants would just fall off, and I was like, oh, like I tried a 34, fall off. I tried a 32, it was like okay, like it was still a little big, but then I tried like a skinny or whatever, and like I was like,
Yeah.
dang, like I felt super proud, man. I was like a size medium.
This is when you were doing opiates, right?
I'm like 16 doing opioids. No, dude, I was just like super into fit. I was just super fit
Yeah.
and all that. Anyways, like I had to switch schools my senior year, and I got started getting chubbier. And it wasn't until really college until like I got like super like chubby, and then like it started to put on from there. And then it got to a point where I was just like, dude, just what's going on, man? I used to love working out. Like let's just
Yeah, I
go.
remember in high school we were never doing sports, but we were always like I said, we were always doing something, you know.
Yeah,
We used to go to the karate spot
yeah,
just to do weights after classes and stuff. That well, I mean, that's when you were in that high school close to mine.
yeah.
Um,
So we went to the same middle schools. Middle schools. We
yeah.
went to two middle schools. We went to one that was like a Nazi military camp, and then we went
Fucking,
to the
it sucked there, dude. Oh my god,
and then we went to the second one that was like the
the
complete
total
opposite.
opposite.
Yeah. Like we had no type of funding for anything.
Yeah, dude.
The cool thing was though that our PE teacher was this karate instructor from across the street who owned a dojo.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like they just somehow worked it out where like he was also our PE teacher, which was cool because then like he was a pretty straight guy in the way that like you just had to show him respect. Like if you showed him
Yeah,
respect, it was cool. He was cool with you, but you just showed
I
him
think
respect.
he dropped a couple motherfuckers there, dude. Like I'm talking about,
I,
like dropped. This probably before you started with me, cause I started going there. I think
a year
a year
before,
before you.
yeah,
Um, there's this Esteban. I think he dropped.
yeah.
Um, Amber for sure because
She was a
she
karate
was in a
student.
karate student. Yeah, yeah. But I've seen him drop a couple people, bro. Like,
Yeah, I've never seen that side of him, but like I've felt his like, oh, this dude like being
well, I
serious.
mean,
Like he's like
when you started, I was like, hey, bro, don't fuck with him. Remember?
I like, but I'm not like the type of person to fuck around. But I just remember like the first time how I got into working out and like how he instilled like discipline in me
He was like,
was that
damn, motherfucker, you fat ass fuck.
no, he was just like, hey, go move that punching bag to that side of the room. And
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I picked it up. Mind you, like it was heavy, bro. It's a punching bag. So I'm like carrying it barely and like I'm waddling across to the other side of the room and I put it down. And then he's like right behind me. He's like, you know what? I changed my mind. I want it back there. And I was like, come on,
Jeez.
bro. Like we just moved it over here. And I just remember one of my early classmates going like, hey bro, just
Yeah, he just
hold
did
on.
it.
I was just like, and like at that moment it just clicked. I was like, all right, bro. If this guy who's a class clown is telling me not to fuck with him, I'm not gonna fuck with him. And yeah, so like I was super skinny at the time. Then I moved to schools, and this school didn't have a gym, but it was like super, like way better.
Mm-hmm.
But we had free lunch. I've never had free lunch, dude. So it was just tacos and pupusas and burgers and
Sheesh.
burritos, and like I was like, oh, this is cool. And I started putting on weight, and then dude, I remember like when I was out of college, and I was still like not being active and putting on this weight, I remember just ordering like two medium pizzas from Domino's and just like eating
By
and
yourself?
like yes, dude. Like it was it
Damn,
like I
son.
didn't realize how obese I was. I guess like
Yeah,
it really was obese because like dude, I would be like killing Dr. Peppers like nothing, man. Like a whole 23 case that you would get from or 24 case that you would get
from
from
the stores.
Costco.
Yeah.
I would like kill like 8 cans in a day, dude. Like it was that bad.
Yeah, no.
Like it literally replaced water for me.
I feel right now that I'm not in that point where I'm like excessively eating or excessively drinking soda and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I need to have at least 1 cup of soda or so in a day so I can be like in a good mood.
Hmm. I
But
mean, you
even
could cut down from there. But that's a good starting point,
no,
though.
but what I'm saying is that like even at that point where it's like you have to like it's not like oh I can have a day without drinking soda. It's like nah, bro. Like I need to have one, or else I'll
Yeah.
start feeling hella weird, like droggy and shit. And it kind
Sure,
of
you don't got
scares me.
diabetes.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. It kind of scares me because at there's a point when I was 255 when I went to the hospital or to the clinic. They're like, "Yo, bro, like one, you need to watch your liver." Um, yeah, right. It's the liver that.
For drinking.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, you need to watch your liver because right now, dude, it looks like you have like a fucking 40-year-old's liver, dude. I was like,
Ooh.
what the fuck? But I don't know if they were doing it to scare me or if it was true because that nurse kind of knew my mom. So,
Mm.
and sometimes my mom used to be like, hey, yo, tell him to, cut down on this and that.
Yeah.
So they were telling me like, yeah, your liver's fucked, and you're pre-diabetic. I was like, what? Excuse me? You
Damn.
saying what? So, I don't know if you remember it, but there's a time where I was like, yo, I can't drink. I
Eh.
won't be able to drink, or I won't be able to, do shit that I used to do a lot. And I was like, I'm just gonna kind of go on a diet or whatever. And dieting helped a little bit, but I mean, I was just not losing the weight. I was just not. I wasn't gaining or losing. I was just at the same spot. So that's when I started going like that's when I started going to the gym with you, dude.
It's fun, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
No, honestly, yeah, it is hella fun. But for me, the one thing is being consistent with shit, and even with not just the gym, I'm talking about like my professional life, and then also this. Like, it's hard to come up with podcasts, bro, and being consistent. That's why I'm
Yeah.
kind of like trying to schedule it like either a Monday or whatever to record it before to and then post it. But I don't feel like it's working. I feel like I can utilize the weekend as well
Yeah, man.
with
I
people
mean,
who are down.
it,
But
it starts off with one thing, bro. Like I literally, it literally starts off. It's a journey. I feel
hey, it
like people
sucks,
should
yeah.
know that. It's not. It's it's not like I'm gonna get. It's an end goal. Like all right, I got it, and then like I can forget about it. Like you're always having to work on it, man. So that's why you have to make it a part of your habit, like your daily
Yeah, and
routine.
and that's why going to the gym was easy for me during that time, because it was like, hey, bro, we're just gonna go to the gym right after work or an hour or two after work. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
we're just like, all right, fuck it, yeah, let's do it. But then we had a couple breaks. I forgot for what. But we had a couple
shit
breaks.
happens. Yeah,
And yeah, it's just basically shit happens. And then I was just like, oh, okay, shit happens again. You know what I mean? Like I just kept on doing it, and
shit
then
kept on happening.
yeah, and then there was just like a moment where I was like, nah, I mean, I could go to the gym, but I'm just not gonna go. And then I stopped going, and I was still paying for it, dude. I was still paying for the gym. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, yeah. It starts off with like one thing, man. Like, you gotta learn to like. You're gonna suck at it at first. You're just gonna get
Yeah.
better.
Hey,
Um,
let's make a
I
deal, dude. After this COVID shit that's going on, let's wait like 2 weeks after it's done, actually, because I ain't trying to go back into the world with, you know what I mean? Like people are still
yeah.
sick, type of thing.
I was actually gonna cancel my gym membership.
Damn. Well, I mean,
No,
you could
because like,
cancel it for now. I mean, you can cancel it now. You're
nah, they're not charging me right now. I mean, the gym's closed.
yeah,
But
but
like, come back.
But yeah, I feel like, dude, because to be honest, bro, I'm at that point where I'm like, fuck, I can't. I hate looking for 2XLs. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
it's too much sometimes. And then there's some there's some
man.
high
Tell me like,
intensive cardio that I do sometimes, and it kind of sucks, bro. I'd be getting cramps. And
Oh, let me tell you, it doesn't have to do with cardio, man. Dude, there's times where I just get cramps and I'm like, I wish I should have stretched more.
yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's those situations where you're just like, fuck, I can't put my leg like that anymore.
I understand you though when you feel like when you're saying like, I can't find like 2X clothes, bro. Like, there's something about my body type that a lot of my weight uh goes towards my legs instead of my body. Like,
Yeah.
so like I'm right now I'm 210. I don't look 210 though, but like I'm more chubbier than like what I look like. I'm just like a fluffier version of myself. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Dude, right
Um,
now, for me, I don't have a, I don't get like a beer belly, but
mhm,
like, that's where it all goes to. It goes down to my belly and to my chest.
yeah,
So, one, one thing, I'm tall, right? Or taller than you, or so. Like about an inch, I think, right? Or an inch or two.
I'm 5'9",
I'm five
five
eleven.
5'10" if a girl asks.
I'm 6 feet if a girl asks. No, but basically it's like it's I have a weird body shape, bro, and my legs are like long and skinny. Not skinny like, like a toothpick or anything, but it doesn't look good with my stomach. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I
And then my
feel
arms are hella scrawny too. Like I don't have any muscles, so my arms look weird too with my body type. So I've never been when I was younger or in high school, I was never fat, bro. I was always like
a
um
little chubbier,
toned.
little.
I was
Yeah,
toned because I wasn't fat. I was like I ain't gonna say I had six pack because I didn't, but I wasn't like I didn't have a fat gut. You know what I'm saying? Like I
yeah,
do now. So yeah, that's why, man. And at this size, from up here, I'm a 2X. You know what I'm saying? Like my chest is a 2X in shirts, but my stomach is like I can rock an XL. You know what I'm saying? Like or
yeah.
or a large by my
Big
stomach.
barrel chest, bro.
But dude, my chest fucks everything up, bro. That's the thing I hate. Cause I have
It
shirts
might
that
it
fit me
might be
from
your
the bottom.
back too, bro. You might like have a bigger back, because for me,
Osteoporosis?
for me, I have that same feeling where like my upper body, like at least the chest and my back is a lot, um, obviously of course a lot bigger
Yeah.
than, but it's like way wider. Like it goes a whole like size or two, like compared to my body, so it like tapers down. So I hate trying to find dress shirts because like
Dude, yes, dude.
I'd be having those like Superman like button popping dress shirts. Like it's like I can't wear this, dude.
And everybody's looking at
I
you
look
like, look at this stuffed sausage looking ass
I look
motherfucker.
like a cheap stripper at that point, you know.
Yeah. They be
But yeah,
like,
man.
they be telling you like, oh, eres el que barre, el que va a reventar.
I forgot where I was going with this. I think I was just gonna mention like my keto diet thing. Went on the keto diet, dude. I lost hella weight. Like I went down to like I think I went under 200. I can't remember exactly what.
Mhm.
I don't think I went. I was like maybe 195.
I think you said
Um,
160,
no, but that was earlier
165.
when I was in the high school.
Oh,
This
okay,
time,
okay.
like this is like when I got fat, like my fattest. I went down to like 190 something. That was cool though, dude. Like I felt great. Keto diet was actually pretty cool. Like it was a nice diet I could adhere to,
Yeah.
and the only thing that I didn't like, it was just like I just couldn't build any muscle. Like it was just all like it was
Yeah, I mean,
made for you to cut.
you're just losing the fat. You're not doing it. Even if you try and work out, I don't think you can get the muscle to stay, or at
Yeah,
least that's how you want it.
I was also feeling like a lot more tired in my workouts. Like I was just feeling more gassed out when I was lifting weights. So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna get off it. But yeah, man, like I'm fat right now just because I really stopped going to the gym, and
Yeah.
at one point I just didn't. I like it doesn't matter about weight anymore because then at that point you're just starting to put on muscle, and
Yeah.
you I don't know, you weigh more just because you have more muscle, but you look a lot better. Um,
Well, let's
I,
talk
for, I
about.
forget I forget what we were on something before we came back to this.
Yeah,
I just wanted to like I wanted to wrap up a lot.
yeah, it's fine. We can skip whatever we're talking about. And for the viewers, sorry about that, man. But there's more party stories.
Hmm.
On the last podcast we were gonna talk about the Julio thing.
Oh yeah, so
But let me get a water real quick, cause my throat hurts.
are we cutting for break?
Cool, I'm back. So, which Julio you want to talk? Oh, it's the same Julio, right?
Um. Well, we could talk about the one by your house. The
Let's talk about the first one though, cause let's go in order here. There's a system going on, and we're professionals, so
All right.
you know.
So, actually, I don't know who you mean by the first Julio, but I'm assuming you mean Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos, my bad.
um. So this was back in high school,
Yeah,
senior year in high
2014
school. Yeah,
or
we went to
13.
two different high schools. Completely. This is my second high school I went to because my first one got shut down. Uh, so the second high school I went to, like, it sucked because I had to make new friends. Anyways, but I found like a cool group of friends there. They're still my friends. They're still the homies today. We go out and play tennis, and the homies play Warzone, all this. Anyways, back then,
Bullshit.
we had this group of friends, and we had one friend. His name was Joshua, and he was it was his birthday or whatever. Um, we were our group was like, let's throw a surprise party for him. Let's just trick him into thinking that we're just gonna go out for movie theaters and just go out and eat. In reality, like, we're at my friend's house, Carlos, and we're just like prepping all this, like, just like this food, drinks, and we're like, we're in high school, so we were just prepping all this stuff. So whenever high school students hear of a party, they tend to come in waves. Uh, so yeah, this is we ended up like surprising him, whatever. I think it's the first time you meet them. I'm not
Yeah, it's
sure,
the
but I
first
think
time.
it was the first time you got introduced to like my friend group, that were like,
This
at
is the
all. Cause
time, like how dogs go around the dog park sniffing other dogs' butts. It's basically what I was doing.
yeah,
Minus the whole
basically.
sniffing booty thing. But
Uh, so that party, like, we were just we're all having a good time. We're like little fucking high school kids getting drunk.
I was always cool, so
Whatever. Was it ever? Yeah, Boyo got along and all that. Anyways, like, it's at the end of the night. The plan was to like have like a little camp out outside and sleep in a tent. We were way too wasted to put
we're
up the
way too
tent.
drunk to put up tents.
And then I'm gonna just let you tell your part of the story from here. But like at this point, like, I was trying to set up the tent or something, and like it wasn't going on. Like,
Now we had a
whatever.
bonfire a bonfire outside.
Yeah, we had a bonfire and all that, but
Everybody
like,
was sitting around the fire, and we were just drinking and talking. And then somebody had gone to the bathroom, and I was like, "Hey, bro, where's the bathroom at?" He's like, "Oh, we're not allowed to go inside, but at least the guys aren't.
Mhm.
But there's an area over here. Just go back there and just take a piss there." I was
Yeah,
like,
like,
"Okay, cool." So I go to the back of the house, and there's like a little. It's not an alleyway. Is that what you would call it?
it's like a corridor. No, not a corridor. It's like the outside of a house, and like there's a
Yeah, between
fence.
the house and the fencing area, it's like 5 or 6 feet. It's 4 feet maybe. It's not too big. It's not too small. But they had a bunch of like wood and other shit back there.
Yeah.
And so I go to the bathroom, and I come back. I didn't feel anything on my foot, at least at the moment. And then I come back to the group, and I'm like, what the fuck is my feet on? Like, it hella hurts. And then like I look down, and it's a fucking nail that went through it. It went through my shoe and into my foot, bro. And that shit was deep in there, like deep in there.
I think you're wearing like Converse or Vans,
I was
something
just
like
wearing. I was
those.
wearing. Yeah, I was wearing Vans, dude. Like, I'm a big Vans fan. Like, all my shoes and shit would be Vans, and occasionally I would wear other brands, but Vans is the shit. And but yeah, they're not that thick, man. The
They're
soles aren't that
not.
thick, and I felt the fucking thing going through my foot. I just started like, fuck.
Dude, I remember you started limping. Like, I just, like, you went to the bathroom, everything's cool, and then you came back, you started limping. I thought you were just joking around,
Yeah,
and then you're like, bro, my foot hurts. It was like, and we're like so drunk. I felt like you didn't feel it at first, just because like
I
you're just
didn't. I really
like,
didn't, bro. For
and I just remember like you're just like, it hurts, bro. And then like you're like, oh, what? I remember my friend's mom looked at your foot. I was like, she was like,
This is the most embarrassing moment I've ever had. Cause mind you, I've never met anybody at this party. Like, I didn't know any. The only person I knew was David, and that's it. And I was like, fuck, dude. Like, well, in my head, I was like, damn, what the fuck is gonna happen? You know, I just stepped on the nail. I might get what's that thing called? The tetanus
Tinnitus,
or yeah,
tetanus.
um,
The tetanus shot is what you
yeah,
get.
is what you get for it. So I was like, fuck, now I need to go to the hospital or to you know somewhere to get a tetanus shot and whatever. And the lady was like, "No, don't worry. Let me check your foot. Let me check your foot. Me, are you okay? Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, it just really hurts, but I don't think it's too bad, dude." I'm so glad that I changed my socks that night and you know took a shower and whatever, because it would have been bad. You know what I mean?
Wait, you took a shower?
Yeah,
I remember this.
no, not at their house, but before like before getting there, like I actually
Oh,
got
okay.
ready and shit. You know?
Yeah. Oh, cause like your feet won't stay.
Yeah. So I
Just
was like, "Fuck, dude," and I wore my good shoes that night, so I know I was like, "We're good." It was just it was just embarrassing because we went to her. She cleaned my foot with rubbing alcohol for starters, and that shit burnt. Even though I was drunk, I was still feeling it. And I think that's when everybody was like, you know what? I guess the party's over.
yeah.
This food just
Yeah.
this food
You're that
literally
guy that killed the party, bro.
yeah. Um, and then we ended up sleeping in their was it like a spare or their room, one of the
Yeah.
guys' room.
We ended up cramming in their room, dude.
Hey, to be honest, bro, that was a big ass room though, cause it's like it felt like a hallway.
I don't know what room you slept in. I think I slept in Carlos's room, man. Like it was just,
Well, there was like three beds in there, right?
I think so, man.
It was
I
like
can't.
one, two, three beds or some shit like that. And I forgot who I slept with, like all the way at the end next to the wall, and between the bed and the wall, I slept with somebody there. I forgot who it was. I think it
It
was
wasn't me.
no, it was with what's that boy name? The birthday boy?
Carlos.
No, no, it wasn't Carlos, bro. It
Oh,
was
Joshua.
Joshua. I think I was there with Joshua, bro. Cause he's the tiniest dude there, you know.
Yeah.
I think it was me, him, and then somebody on the bed, and then another person next to the on the other side of the bed. But it was cool.
This fucking nail through your foot, dude. That was hilarious, though, man. Like, 'cause you just came back limping. I was like,
What
"What's
the
up?"
fuck?
The funniest thing is though, the next day, we went to our friend Julio's house, and he lives kind of close, kind of, like it was walking distance, but it
That
was
was
like
the
a
walk.
good,
That was the walk of shame that night, bro.
it was like a good 15 blocks. No, 15, like 15 minutes to 10 minutes.
Hmm.
So it was pretty close, but we
It
were
was
all like,
funny. It was funny because it's like a line of what was like eight or 10 people,
I was like 6 to 8 people there,
and
and like
everybody has their blanket, their backpack and shit, like just like looking down on the floor, like fuck, I fucked up.
everybody has the fattest headache, like carrying their blankets,
Yeah,
like hair's all messy. The reason we left Carlos's house is because he went to work that morning, and like
yeah.
we just felt awkward being there with his parents. Or just like, okay, we're gonna go to Julio's house. We're gonna go eat breakfast over there. And dude, Julio's that's another thing, man. Julio throws parties, dude. Like
Pretty cool.
pretty cool, pretty frightening sometimes because
Let's just say though that night or the next day from that party or that party overall or those 2 days overall, I had my foot massaged by two different moms. It was the best care I've ever had in my life because as soon as I got home, my mom was like, "What the fuck? Ya ves que te dije, no andes haciendo eso, que te vas a los parties, you know?" I was like, "Oh my god."
this is where your foot fetish started coming
Shut the fuck
in.
up. I do not have a foot fetish, bro.
Follow my OnlyFans.
Follow my OnlyFans.
Yo, so that was like one of the few times we were younger, dude. So like we were just stupid
That's
kids.
when you learn. In those type
Yeah,
of areas is where you learn, like, all right, I should probably not be drinking this much, or I probably should be drinking this much. You know what I mean?
yeah. You're just stupid.
Yeah. All right,
But
now back to Julio's party because that shit was it was cool
yeah.
till that point. You know?
So who Julio is? He's another one of our friends from that same friend group from high school.
Mm-hmm.
Um, super cool guy. He lived next to Pollo. Like
Yeah,
literally, he
like a
lived
block
like a
away.
a block away. Like coincidentally, like a block away from Manuel. And he like has his parties or just gatherings of friends and all that. It's a party. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there's like a bikers club like a block away.
Yep.
This place is like, well, I don't know how you describe your neighborhood. Ghetto.
All
Like
right,
first,
so that's not my neighborhood, bro, because I don't live there. There. All right, I
I
live in
mean,
that living complex. So
you
you know when
live
they
like,
say that a street makes a difference,
yeah,
it fucking really does, bro. Because the area where I'm at least back, well, it still kind of is okay. It's not too bad. Like streetwise and the whole like how the whole area looks, it doesn't look
yeah,
too ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Like it still holds up.
yeah.
But as soon as you step on the other side of that fucking stop sign, where literally the clean black top or black tar tops, street,
Turn to
literally,
like gravel and
it
potholes.
is literally as soon as you step over that stop sign, it just all goes to shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But
yeah. There's like like 16 like big warehouses,
yeah,
not
it's all warehouses there.
factories. It's a
Yeah.
factory.
So
Anyways, so that area it's
it's pretty crazy. It's kind of
pretty close. It's closed off. There's like literally only like
yeah.
one way, like kind of one way street. There's
Mm-hmm.
like little sub streets, but they don't really lead anywhere. They're dead ends. Anyways, one of
Yeah.
these has
A biker
a
club.
bikers club, and then on the other side is, or like literally around the corner is Julio's house, and he was having a party.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what it was. I think it was
It was a birthday party, I think. I think it was his
no,
birthday.
it was a Thanksgiving dinner, Friendsgiving.
Nah.
Really?
Yeah, it was. I think it was Julio's birthday or his girl's birthday.
Okay, let's say it was a birthday.
Yeah, cause
I think it was a birthday.
I don't think it was Thanksgiving. Cause I don't think I would have gone to that family wise. That's
Okay.
why. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was somebody's birthday. It was either his or his girl's.
And,
Cause we
I
had
mean, like
cake.
that. The details doesn't matter. The matters was it was
The
a
party
party.
was pretty lit. It was pretty lit.
It was lit. You know, we're 21 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're 22.
22.
Whatever.
22.
We're legal at this point to drink. So we just start drinking. We get to have fun. Just a lot of tequila shots, a lot of everything, and then some craziness at at that party started to happen. I just remember like,
Something over parking, bro.
yeah, you know, when like people get too hammered or whatever. So what we left out on was that this biker gang was also having like a
A
band,
block party, dude.
like a block party, bro.
And it's not like a small block. It's like a big ass block
That's
party.
a
Like
big block party.
yeah.
Yeah. So this block party was like just popping or whatever, and then somebody parks in front of
The driveway.
Julio's garage, yeah, in the driveway basically. And then, you know, we've been drinking too. I didn't hear any of this personally,
Me neither,
but
bro.
like I just heard like there's some like confrontation outside between like our group members and then their group members, and then somebody said something like that was kind of like threatening and
Mm-hmm.
leading towards like they're gonna come back and shoot the place. I don't remember exactly the words, but it wasn't like that thing. They're just, I think something, it was like something like, all right, watch,
Th-
we'll be back.
this is when I told you I was like, hey, bro, we need to cut because they were fighting outside, and somebody said they're gonna bring a gun or something. And then this all right, so this boy has a coworker, and as soon as he got there, bro, I told David I was like, hey, bro, I don't feel I don't feel that easy with this guy right here, dude. Like I'm not on ease right now because this dude walked in and he looked like he's gonna, you know, like he'll blow up quick. Remember I told you?
Like he looked like he had a short fuse.
Yeah, and I was like, watch, bro. If anything happens, he's gonna start something. And I shit you not, I literally like when I start hearing the whole like fighting or you know
Argument.
argument outside, I just see this boy like climbing the fence a little bit, or at least trying to climb the fence and talking hella shit back to them. And I was like, oh fuck. I was like,
Oh, but I remember you telling me like I never seen you so like just like not wanting to be there. You were literally like, I was outside in the back. All this was happening in front of the house, so like you have to go through the house. So I was like literally separated from that whole thing. I just heard that something was going on
no, dude, it was
from
in the back.
somebody.
It was in the back. It was the
No, man, because you came back to me and you're like, I didn't know anything. I was in the back clearly just talking to some of our other friends that were
uh
there. And then you came back and you're like, bro, we gotta go. We gotta go. I don't feel comfortable here. And then like I was like, all right, what's going on? He's like, bro, they said something about a gun or something in the front. And like me too, I was just like, ah, fuck it. I'm not trying to be here
Oh
for
shit!
that, bro.
All right, so
The
the
I
reason why
remember
though,
you.
the reason why I was like this is that's the first time I took a dab.
Oh, you're
Remember,
paranoid.
I was already paranoid because of the weed, and it's that's where I took all those pictures that I have of me, Carlitos and his brother. Um, I'll show you those pictures later, but that's why I was like that, dude. I was like, fuck.
Oh my god.
And then
Yeah.
yeah, that's when I came back to you and I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like there's something going on. I think there's gonna fight. I think somebody's gonna try and shoot this place. And remember, I was like, hey David, bro, come with me, bro. We need to hide somewhere. If we get shot at,
I
we'll be
remember.
good.
I remember. There's a
Behind the
house. The
house.
house. Yeah, behind the house, basically, like to the side behind the house. You're like, bro, come over here. We gotta go. Hey, I appreciate you for looking out. But like I remember one of the things you like really wanted to leave. Like you just said, fuck it, like let's leave. You're trying to slide
The
the
door.
driveway to the gate. You're like, bruh, it's closed. It's closed. Let's hop the fence. Like you started like trying to climb up. Oh bro, I was dying laughing because I didn't know what was going on. I just seen you start freaking out. I was just like, this is the funniest shit I've seen. But like I was getting kind of scared too, because like, yo, if he's trying to leave, like this is kind of frightening.
There's something going on if he's really like this.
Yeah, and then I was like, let me go ask Julio for the keys. You're like, no, bro, no.
Cause Julio was outside like in the
He was the
argument.
one. He was the
You
one.
know?
Like, yeah. And then I was just like, all right, let me check this door again, bro. I think I slid the door. It was like unlocked. I think he just didn't like pull it
No,
hard.
no, I think Julio had to come back. He actually opened the fence for us.
Yeah, and I think we just cut hella quick though. But we
Yeah,
walked to your house, dude. Your house was like literally a
a
block away.
block
We
away.
just walked, dude. We were so. I just remember being like, oh shit. Like the whole walk was quiet, and then as soon as we got to your house, we are like, yo, bro, that really just happened. Like,
Dude, it's cause so it was cool. Everything, we were drinking, we were playing beer pong and drinking and smoking
chill
weed and shit.
vibes.
Like, yeah, chill vibes, bro. Like the whole time it was relaxed. It was cool. I mean, the people outside they had their own shit going on, but
Yeah.
you never really heard their party going on because the music that we were listening to was a little bit loud and stuff. So it
Yeah,
kind of
we're kind of in
canceled.
our own bubble,
Yeah, it kind
basically.
of canceled everything out. But as soon as they started fucking with this dude's property, where they parked in front of the gate, and then in the front side,
Yeah.
and Julio was like, "Hey, bro, like can you guys move your car?" And they're like, "Nah, what the fuck, this and that." And it's like we parked here. We're gonna stay here till we done partying, whatever. And then Julio started talking shit. Well, I can't say talking shit because I mean they're in his property.
Yeah.
And then his homeboy, I'm just gonna say that because they work together, whatever. His boy came behind him and just matched that fool's energy and took it to another level, bro. You know how they say dogs like will match your energy. This
Yeah.
dude went full pit bull on them, bro. Like he was just like unleash me, unleash me, you know, going hella crazy, dude. I was like, oh hell no, we for sure finna die here.
Hey man, I wanted to bring up another detail that I think we left out, but it's I just remember like so Julio is really this he just looks mean. He looks like
Yeah,
mean.
he looks mean, but he's not. He's like the one of the coolest motherfuckers you'll ever meet.
He's cool, bro. Like he jokes around, hella cool. Uh his mom be making some good food.
Mm-hmm.
Like just he's a cool guy. But I just
Super
remember
helpful
like
too. She's hella
I
caring, dude. She cared for my foot
yeah,
or
and I
something
just
like this.
remember but I remember the first time you met him, like you're just like I don't know what it is about him, bro, but he just kind of like you just felt scared around him, or like you just felt like
Yeah,
you just
it's
I don't know, like
intimidating, bro. It's just he's
yeah,
intimidating. Like that's it. Like there's nothing wrong with him. It's just his.
he just looks intimidating. It's just like
Yeah.
him. There's but like if you get to know him, like he's cool. He just has that first appearance, like he just looks intimidating. So I don't think that helped. Like that he comes across like that to a lot of people. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that really helped with the whole like altercation. Like if
Yeah.
somebody looks at me, they're just like, "The fuck, this dude's not gonna do anything."
The
If they
fuck is
look
this
at like
Post Malone ass motherfucker?
yeah. See, if they look at like people like at Julio or even Bear, like Bear kind of looks a little bit more like,
Nah,
you know,
Bear. I mean, he doesn't look like a straight up like I'll fuck you up type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just looks at somebody you want to fuck with though.
yeah, he's just like that type of person. Like, yeah, I don't think I would mess with this fool.
Yeah. So that's I don't think that helped. And then like I just remember you being scared because you're just like, bro, let's hop the fence. You literally wanted me to hop the fence. I was like, man, I'm too drunk to hop the fence. We gotta find a way out
Hey,
of
to be
here.
honest, I've never hopped the fence before, bro, either. So
Hey, but you tried. I seen you try.
I actually did try that night. I don't know where the fuck that whole energy came from, but
Man,
I
dude, I was
remember, dude. I remember we didn't even walk home, bro. We ran home.
dude, it was super quiet though. Like we just didn't say anything the whole way there. And then as soon as we got there, we were just like,
Was I in
just
the?
like a big
I was
sigh. I
already
don't
on the
think
third floor, right?
no, I don't know. Like we just got into your house and like I just remember just passing
Yeah.
out, like going to sleep pretty soon. Um, yeah, man. I just like I don't think anything really happened though. I think like that whole thing. The
You
party
know,
ended there though. I'm not gonna lie. The party ended there. I think everybody left home.
you know what that party reminded me of?
Like,
Super bad. At the last scene where they're like running through the streets and shit like that.
yeah,
That's how
they
I
run
felt,
away
bro.
from the cops.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I felt like you were gonna carry. I was gonna have to carry you in my back just to take you home.
I mean,
Yeah,
that party was crazy though, dude.
and
Uh,
there's some good times though, man. Like I feel like I feel like those small but big kind of type of parties that we've had are something that I kind of look back at and I'm like, bro, those are some good ass times.
yeah. See, I like it. Like that's why I kind of don't like drinking every weekend because it just I feel like it devalues a lot of like those gatherings and like
Yeah,
first of all, like I don't even like to drink,
dude. For
but
me, and I feel like the group of friends that I've had, like Checo, Cheapys, and them, it's always fun being with them, bro. But one thing that I always get tired of is like every weekend they're just trying to drink, and I'm like, dude, like, fuck, like I already had a couple scares, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole liver shit, and then the pre-diabetic stuff. I was
yeah,
like, dude, I ain't trying to drink like that. I ain't, I would go
every
to their
weekend
house,
at
yeah,
least.
every weekend at least, yeah. And there's a time that where the doctors were like, "Hey, bro, you need to stop drinking for like at least six to 8 months, man, or else this shit's just gonna get worse." I was like, "Fuck, all right." And me trying to explain to them like, "Hey guys, I ain't trying to drink," was the hardest fucking time I've had because it's every weekend, bro, or anytime that I go to their house, take a shot, take a shot, take a shot.
Mhm.
I'm like, dog, dude, like I'm if I take another shot, I'll die, bro. Like,
Yeah,
fucking chill, dude. Like,
this is the last shot of my life right now.
yeah, and I mean, I was always known as the party animal, like the guy that always like, gets fucked up drunk, and then I that also kind of affected me because I was like, yo, like, are they just using me to make fun of me,
Yeah, man,
or
it gets tiring being that person.
yeah, and they expect it every time, and I'm just like, nah, bro, like I'm just trying to chill, and at that time I think I was dating that girl, which let's not get into details about that, but I was dating that girl and I was kind of like, you know what? I feel like I should stop drinking. Like take it easy. And they're like, you're just pussy whipped. I'm like, nah, really, bro. Like she don't care if I drink or not. I
Yeah,
mean, that's basically how we met, by getting hella drunk and whatever. And I was like, whatever about it too. So I was like, I'm not gonna drink anymore. Or at least I'm gonna take it easy. And then everybody was like, "Oh, ya te volviste hermanito otra vez" and stuff like that. I'm like, "What the fuck, bro?" I'm like, nah, dude, it's not. I mean, it's not that, bro. I'm just growing as a person.
yeah, I'm
You know
just
what I mean? Like,
evolving.
I'm just
Yeah,
evolving, bro. Like, I have,
I mean, yeah, true, bro. Like if some people don't understand it, like unfortunately, like yeah, you love them, but man, like you gotta watch out for yourself first.
yeah, and like, there's times where even you and I, like, I would be like, "Hey, David, we out, bro, to go and drink, or we out, let's go and get drunk or whatever." And even you'd be like, "Yeah, fucking, let's do it." But it was like once in a blue moon, bro. Like
Yeah.
blue moon, like the beer.
That was the word. You should have just left it, kept on going, but
But what I'm saying is like it was once in a while. It's not every week or every other weekend.
uh,
So I was like, if anything, I prefer to go out, man. Like fuck that.
mhm.
I
you
prefer
know,
to hang out with friends than.
especially when like you have a night like that, you kind of have to plan for 2 days of like not
Yeah,
doing anything because the first
because
day you're going out, the second day you're kind of like, "Ah,
hungover as fuck.
I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, or like you just don't feel like right. Um, yeah, man, dude. But so like I like to drink more on special occasions. I do go out
Same here.
like if I'm watching UFC fight with William, we go to the bar.
And that's
Yeah,
cool.
we have some drinks. That's cool. It's
Yeah.
not an everyday thing, like or like every weekend. Like what UFC fights are like maybe
At least
I
good
forget how many,
ones.
like once every month or two.
Yeah.
So it's not like that big of a deal. You're frozen on my side.
You're frozen on my side too. But but yeah, it's not everyone. It's once in a while, you know. Can you hear me? What the fuck? Ah, damn it.
Yo,
Yeah.
you hear me? I just sent you a message right now too.
Yeah, that was weird, dude.
Did you freeze or what's up?
No, I don't know. But we did froze. You froze and then it just stopped. Um,
What was the last thing I said?
you froze. That's what you said. That's literally the
Oh,
last thing.
but I mean, but like, what's my story about it? I think I was like talking about the UFC, like
Yeah, yeah,
every
once in a while. But it's
yeah,
it's only a UFC. It's only if it's good. If it's a good I
like a
don't think
good
we go
card,
every.
like
Yeah,
a good
it's
matchup.
if it's a good match or a pay per view type of shit. I don't know if they do that, but
Yeah,
if it's something like that, then we go out or you guys go out
yeah, that's not like we have like, and even then it's not like we're getting wasted. It's like all right, we're eating wings, it's a beer or like a pitcher,
chilling.
and we're just cool. Yeah, it's just like it's chill vibes. Um, there's other times though where it's like birthday events, parties.
Yeah,
Like my 22nd was crazy. The only reason my 22nd was crazy, and I don't know how much time we got because like I know we left it on a cliffhanger last time.
yeah,
I don't know, but I'll finish the story up, and then we just wrap from here. But my 22nd, I don't like to throw birthday parties for myself because I think it's like whatever. I like to
it's
just
what.
spend time. I like to spend time. Yeah, like, I feel like if you're throwing a party, you're not really doing it for yourself. You're doing it for like other people
Yeah,
sometimes.
basically that's
Um,
all it is.
yeah, and like I was like, all right. The only reason my 22nd got a lot bigger and crazier was because my sister was also graduating from high school at
High
that
school.
point, and she wanted to have a party just to celebrate, her graduation. And I was like, cool. She ended up like booking it on the 23rd. My birthday is June 24th, so it was like,
Fuck it.
all right, cool, yeah, like fuck my birthday. Anyways, so we were just like the
You're like
place we
fuck
got
my
was
feelings.
the venue we got was pretty big. Like it was an indoor place and an outdoor
Outdoor.
place,
That play was dope.
and it was like a pretty like spacious. So we kind of had like two different vibes. It was like very like Mexican theme. We had like loteria, candy bar, just like Mexican, like just straight up Mexican paisa shit.
Well, not really.
Uh,
It was kind of like the type of Mexican shit that you would try and see in a
like
white, like a white party.
Whitewash movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
like their version of what like Mexico is without trying to be like too stereotypical or whatever.
Mhm.
And anyways, like it was pretty like colorful and all that. Um, let's just say I've never had like a birthday party for myself like that big. We had like food, like good food. Um, dude, we had a lot of beer, a lot of beer. We had DJ. Dude, it was just crazy. We had a bull, and
Mhm.
so I just went ham, dude. I was actually waiting there, and like I didn't want to start drinking until until like a lot of people got there. But like, let's just say I started drinking pretty early because I seen my brother start to open my bottles, and I was like, hold on, wait,
Hold
you're
on,
not
bro.
gonna open?
What?
Yeah, like I didn't even open my first bottle. Like it was open for me. I was like, all right, well, like if that's the case, I might as well like start drinking it myself. Let's just say it was the tequila. A lot of people gave me tequila. I hate tequila. This is the reasons like I just started going and like every time like a guest would come there, like one of my friends, they'd be like, oh, let's take a shot, man, to celebrate. I was like, yeah, sure. Those shots added
Dude,
up quick, bro.
they
And
do, bro.
I didn't even eat either. Like I was too busy like bouncing from people. Like people would tell me happy birthday. That was cool. Like one of those like things that I don't like. It was cool to be in like the center of attention for a bit. like in a nice type of way.
Mm-hmm.
Not it wasn't so egotistical. It was like a lot of people were telling me good things. Like, oh, I remember when you were a kid, and like you were running around in diapers,
You're like, shut
whatever.
the fuck up. Give me that bottle, bro. Just fuck your story.
And yeah, like they would give me a bottle, and then like, all right, I mean, like I'm friends with a whole bunch of alcoholics, and like we just had endless bottles, uh, and I just started getting more and more hammered, more shots. You got there, my friends,
Well, I mean,
Victor.
I was there since the beginning, bro. I was there before even anybody was there. And I was
Yeah,
like, yo,
every
this is dead. I'll be right back.
you went to go change because it started getting hot.
Oh, yeah, I
Um,
remember that.
it like so a lot of people started showing up, and then we just all started drinking. And let's just say like I went harder than anybody because like I was drinking a lot longer than everybody.
Yeah.
And I was getting on the bull. That thing was spinning me around. I remember one time I hopped on the bull and like immediately fell off. That should have been the sign to like slow down. The bull wasn't even spinning yet. I was just
Oh.
I dude, I was like
You jumped over the bull, like.
I was just like, bro, this thing like the guy literally when I managed to get on, he literally spun me around once and I just fell off. I was like, he didn't even go that hard. I was just like, I'm gonna get off for like a yak on this mat and I have to pay for like the cleanup. And
Dude, yeah, that party was pretty lit, dude. I remember seeing you drinking, and then all of a sudden, I look down and you're sitting on the table like with your head down. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't remember this part. This is where everything got fuzzy. Apparently, like I more friends came that I shook their hands. I had a whole ass conversation. I don't remember any of that. And then let's just I got like really hammered and like obviously when you get that drunk, you know, like I was just like not I was just like on the table praying because like I was literally just dying for my life like with alcohol poisoning. And then that's when I threw up, and then that's when, like it got worse, and then like they took me home. Anyways, I ended up leaving my own party at like 10 p.m. and like it kept on going until like 12. But the one thing that I don't remember a lot of the details, and then like a lot of people were like, "Oh, that shit must have been embarrassing," and like I don't fucking
I
remember.
don't remember, so there's
I
nothing to
don't
be embarrassed
remember.
of.
I was like, "Yo, I had fun." From what I remember, it was lit. And then like I was just like, man, I don't care. Like it's literally the whole point. I like invited you guys to come over and drink, but like apparently like you were like fucking you were saying something. I forget what it was, but we have it on video. We have a picture of me praying, like
Chichis
my
para la
head
banda.
down. Chis pa la banda, yeah.
I don't know why
And
the fuck I was saying that for, but I was already fucked up too, though.
then I think a lot of people were. A lot of people. What I enjoyed was that the next day, a lot of people were telling me like, "How are you doing?" And they were just telling me like, "Yo, I had a lot of fun at the
You're like,
party."
I've
Like,
never woken up with so many notifications.
I've never felt so important. And a lot of people just told me they had a great time, and like they also like were like you know they got pretty drunk, and like it was cool. Like the whole point was like a safe environment for people to come enjoy themselves. And like I had my fun. Of course, everybody else had their own fun or their version of fun, like whether that be seeing me make an ass out of myself, which was okay. But yeah, like I just it was just crazy, man. That day, like I just blacked out. I don't remember what happened. I just remember like I remember waking up in my parents' room like, oh shit. Dude, it was crazy. I woke up perfectly fine the next morning.
For
Like
real?
perfectly fine.
Shit, I had a different experience, bro. I woke up feeling like shit. I was
Dude,
like,
I woke up
you know the,
perfect, man.
you know those parties when you're like, I'm never drinking again.
Yeah.
It
I
was
was
like
one of, I
that.
was one of those.
Yeah, but it was fun though. I remember seeing it still. I've never seen Victor drunk as fuck before, ever, ever. And he tried to challenge me, bro. He was like, let's take some shots, see how, a ver quién aguanta, a ver quién aguanta. And what's his name?
Luis.
Luis. Yeah, fuck. I'm badass. I'm badass fuck with names, bro. That boy Luis was like, nah, I think you can take him on. I think you can take him on. I was like, we shall see, bro. We shall see. And he pulled out a Centenario bottle,
Yeah.
and that's what fucked him up. That's what fucked him up.
That thing gets I think got to me, bro. I just hate tequila.
Dude, I love tequila, but it depends what I'm drinking it with. If it's just on its own, yeah, it sucks.
Mm.
But if it's with like squirt, they're called palomas.
Yeah.
Squirt and tequila and lime.
I can do mixed drinks, yeah, but
That shit smack.
just straight isn't bad. And like I mean, like yeah, tequila is
But I
an
mean,
upper.
it's kind of your fault though, because you had a Mexican themed party. You know what I mean? Like, what else? What
That's
else are they
true.
supposed to bring?
I mean, fortunately, my true friend, my realest friend, he brought me whiskey.
Who was that?
That was Luis.
Fuck Louise. I'm your true friend. I brought you 805s.
Damn, did you? I think you did. You?
Yeah, I
I
brought you
don't
eight.
know.
I
I don't
mean,
remember.
we never drink them.
I don't, dude. Those are probably gone. I don't know. I just remember like everybody gave me a. I have a picture of me just holding like all these bottles, man. I took it down from my IG because like I was like, that's not professional.
Okay.
Hey
You were never professional, bro.
man, I'm trying to get on this level. You see this quality? You see this nice work out here?
You see this nice work right here? This is all me, bro.
This is all shit.
I did a quick ass clean in my room, bro. My
The whole mess is on this side of the camera.
now it's like on this side of the camera. My cleaning lady hasn't been over lately.
Mm.
Because of the whole COVID-19 thing, and also traffic can get kind of crazy from the second floor to the third floor. um, AKA my mom, she cleans my room, but lately she's been kind of like, nah, we're in quarantine. I'm not supposed to clean your room. I'm like, bitch, the fuck up. But we see what happens. That's why I have the lights off all the time because I don't want to show the how it is really.
Some rats moving around.
You'll see something crawling in the back over here. But yeah, man. Hey, it was a nice time hanging out with you, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
feel like all these podcasts have been going well. I haven't seen many views, but we left a single digit subscribers. It's not bad.
Where's the 10 subscriber celebration, bro?
How we're doing it right now, my brother.
Oh, shit.
Oh, this sucks.
This-
That's why we're talking about parties and shit like that.
yeah,
It's a
well, it was
celebration.
nice to humiliate ourselves and tell embarrassing stories.
I don't
Um,
think they're humiliating, bro. I feel like it's experiences that we have grown from, and we are still learning more as we go
Look, here's the thing.
as we go down the road of life.
Everybody has a story. Some people have more than others,
Yeah,
but everybody has a story.
everybody makes mistakes, bro. Everyone
Everybody.
has those days.
Oh, hold on, wait. We can't end this podcast
With that,
without without no, we can't end this podcast without talking about the time we've gotten drunk at a Dave and Buster's. This
nah, dude. That's
this
next week. That's
oh, you
next
want to
time. We
leave
have
it?
to. Yeah,
You
let's
want
leave. There has to be a cliffhanger at the end of every one of these things, so we get
let
the
me tell you,
subscribers.
I've never been drunk at a Dave and Buster's. I thought we were gonna go play games.
Let's just say that I've never seen somebody that doesn't chew their food. Let's leave it at that. People should start chewing their food more because if it ever does come out, you don't want to feel like, oh shit, is that mac and cheese? Let's leave it at that. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys tomorrow or next week.